Hi everybody, we've got the full team back today. We've got Dean, we've got Horse, as soon as I started talking. So I hope you are well. I'm going to give everyone a couple of minutes to join in. Oh my gosh, I'm warning you now, he's got this toy. I think Dean's hidden it. He's got this new toy, it's really loud. I don't know why I buy this stuff. Yeah, my own worst enemy, I think. So Dean's just going to share the link now as well on socials for me, and then we'll give everyone a chance to join in. Hi Gemma! It's all about Gemma Hines tonight, which I will explain and tell you what's coming up on tonight's show in just a moment. Hi Anne, how are you? Hi Tash, how are you? So yeah, I'm just about ready, I think. I'm actually really nervous because, you know, when it's your own thing, well, people get nervous anyway, don't they, sometimes doing this kind of thing. But when it's my own stuff, if I mess up, it doesn't matter. When I'm doing somebody else's stuff and showing you Gemma's beautiful new things, then I feel the pressure. Oh, everyone's coming in now. Hi, Karen. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Joe. Hi, Jane. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Leanne. So, and hi, everyone else that's joining in that I can't quite see yet. Hi, Steph. And if you are new here, do pop in and say hi on the live chat because we are a friendly bunch, I think. So let me explain what's going to happen today, because first of all, I must apologise because last week I said it wasn't going to be a launch this week, and it's not for me, but it is for Gemma because she had these things ready and she's been working on it for a long time, these beautiful items, and we had a good chat and I said, could I stock them on my website and can I show them? Oh, Dino's saying hi from across the table.
Hi.
Hi, Melanie. Hi, Kerry. You okay? Oh, it's great to see so many of you here. So, yeah, this is totally Gemma's thing. I might be stocking them on my website, but it's not me. It's not funded by me. It's not anything to do with Clay Manning Creative. And the reason I say that is because you know, she's done this all by herself. She's designed these items. She's designed the packaging. She's manufactured them at home with her own 3D printer. And she's pulled all this off in literally a matter of weeks. I know she's been thinking about it for a long time, but we're like, right, let's do it. Let's make it happen. And they are truly, truly unique things, but it's not something I am mega comfortable with. You know, I am a clean and simple card maker. So getting into the whole mixed media thing, and it's fine for me to think of mixed media as I use a bit of heat embossing with my watercolour, which is technically mixed media, right? Hi Margaret, hi Roxy, and anyone else joining. But yeah, when we start getting into what I call serious mixed media, we start talking about gessos, we start talking about acrylic, and all these things like 3D things and stuff. That's when I go, But I thought I've got to do it because when I saw these things of Gemma's, I thought I've got to get over my fear. So I'm hoping if you haven't done any of this before as well, you'll be seeing me learning, and it might give you the bit of a push to maybe step out of your comfort zone a little bit and try some of these things. And you can still, it doesn't have to be that kind of messy mixed media style if that's not what you like. Gemma's like an absolute queen at that, and I love how she does things. But I'm just not very good at that style. So hopefully I'll be able to show you tonight how Gemma's done things with her natural mixed media talent, and then maybe kind of my take on it a little bit, and we'll talk through how to use them, what they are, blah, blah, blah. Hi Gemma, you've never been so busy. Honestly, you've worked so hard on this and it's amazing. You wouldn't believe, looking at them, that, you know, they haven't been done in some factory somewhere. But the beauty is that it really is like a little business that she's starting from scratch. And, you know, she's a mom just like me. And I thought that, well, the least I can do to help is maybe stock them on my website until she gets her own up and running. So yeah, go Gemma, absolutely. Kerry, go Gemma. No pressure. So excited, I've got like proper dry mouth. So let's have a look at what the items are, and then I'm going to talk you through the different ways that you can use them, and we're going to do some demonstrations. So I hope that's okay. So to help out as well, because I'm aware that I did a release last week, so you're not going to have to pay any delivery if you order these this week. We haven't got huge amounts of stock. Gemma's promised me that she can get me some more, but obviously she just needs a bit of time to make them. If we do sell out, it's no huge deal, but what we've got today is all that we've got today that's on the website. So let's start off. Horse, what are you doing? Let's start off with the little tiny ones. So she's done all her own packaging. Look how cute is that? And these are, I don't know, did you get inspired to do the moons after the Moon and Back collection, Gemma, or was that something that you had in mind anyway? But they are so sweet. They're probably, have a look on the descriptions for the exact size. You could probably get away with them in a large shaker card, I reckon. So they're all made with 3D printing using a resin, and like a really high quality resin where you can't see the layers. So it's not that kind of, correct me if I'm wrong, Gemma, but it's not that kind of resin, if you know anything about 3D printing, that comes in a loop and then it literally kind of does, you can see the layers in it. Is it like a liquid one? You'll tell me. But it means that they are perfect. You've got a little star on them. So that's the smalls, and you get 12 of those. Did I not say moon? Little moons, small moons, medium moons. Dean has to pull me up because I talk rubbish. Medium moons are 6, is that in there? 2, 4, 6, yes. So they're like kind of double the size, and I'm not going on to the giant ones yet because I'll explain those different. So think of these, you can add them onto your card making. If you're a mixed media crafter and you make canvases and MDF pieces and things like that, they're going to be perfect for that. And we'll explain how you can either leave them like that or colour them up in a moment, but let's finish the designs. Then onto the stars. You've got the medium stars, which you get 6 of. The large stars, which are a really good size. That's one out of the packet. And they're really sturdy and thick. They're not, these aren't kind of the embellishments that you would get in a bargain bin or in the pound shop or anything like that. There's nothing wrong with that kind of stuff, but if you want something that you can reuse, that is really going to last a long time and has truly been handmade, then you can see the thickness of them. They're amazing. So that's the kind of small, medium, larges, and then these are just fantastic. Look at the, I didn't even say, did I, what they're called? Gembellishments. Gembellishments. It's just rolling his eyes. Gembellishments.
Gemma says that the other type is called FDM.
Right, they're 3D printing. Yeah. Thank you. I have no idea what that means because that's all a bit techie to me. But I do. You have made me want a 3D printer. You know, I don't know whether any of you watched Create and Craft. I think about 2 years ago or something. Did a 3D printer, and they had this guy, the gentleman crafter, I think, demonstrate it. And I thought that looks really cool, but I have no idea what I would make with it. Clearly, Jem is cleverer than I am. Gembellishments. And then the big embellishments. So these you can use on cards. You can hang up. I'm going to make a card with a Christmas decoration on. So it becomes, the card becomes like a gift, and then somebody can hang that on the tree. So I think these are just perfect for this time of year. And again, you've got the moon and you've got the stars, and you get 2 in the pack for those. So that's your big embellishments, and they are big. Then just before we do the demos, the other thing that Gemma's brought out today is, oh, I've got some out of the packet, the stickers. So if you'll have seen any of Gemma's kind of cards and things like that, she does art journaling. She's made some amazing stickers herself with designs from her art journaling. How clever is that? Can I spy a little Clay Manning Creative circles stencil in that? Can you use any inks or paints on them? Yes, that's what we'll come on to. Pretty much, yes, Jo, but we'll go through the different ways to use them in my demo in a second. And then you get these beautiful kind of like flowery ones. Have a look at the item description. Time for horse to have some fun with a blanket. Stop it. Because Gemma's made some cards. I haven't got them here with me. I've only got one card here. But have a look in all the descriptions. And when you see the main picture of the item, have a look next to it. And there's some beautiful cards that she's made with these stickers and these embellishments. So you'll be able to see those. And they really, really are beautiful. I think the stickers are uncoated. But she said just seal them if you want to add anything kind of water-based on. But you could, that means you could emboss on them without any kind of sealant or anything like that. So really exciting stuff. And stuff that I don't normally use, so it's really cool for me. This is the one card I have got with the stars, and I think Gemma's used some acrylic paint on there and then stamped on top of it. Yes, Jo, blanket time. Why does he do it? Which is just a beautiful, beautiful card, isn't it? So that's one way you can use acrylic. And we'll talk about how you do that in a moment. In fact, let's do that now. Let me just switch my camera and then we can talk about all the different ways to use them. I have to bring this down. Excuse me just while I fiddle around. Oh, I think I'm upside down. 1 second. That's better. Horse. Sorry guys, can't get it straight today. I'm normally really good at this.
Good. Sit. Good boy.
Why didn't it go straight? That's all right, isn't it? I think that'll do. Right. Because he's awesome. I'm not sure I'd agree with that. So, yes, what you'll see as well on the website when you take a look at these is that you'll see I've added some other things that you might, if you haven't already got this, these kind of mediums in your stash, that you might like to try out and have a play with. So there's things like acrylic paints in there, watercolour paints that, you know, we all use anyway. There's some gesso, which we'll talk about, and there's obviously embossing. So those are the three main kind of things that I would immediately think of, but you can do things like alcohol pens as well. You could leave them completely blank. You could heat emboss them in clear, metallic, coloured, glitter. I'm going to glitter one with glue as well. So there really is kind of endless. Gemma, tell us, is there anything that you tried that didn't work? Gemma's got so many different mediums and she really loves to play around with this stuff and really test it out for us. So I'm sure when we had a chat, she said there was nothing that didn't work to some degree. It just depends on what kind of look you're after. Is that right? So I'm just getting out a few that I've primed and we're going to explain what that means and have a look. Are we keeping you up, dear?
No, dear.
It's just a massive
hard day at work.
So What I mean by primed is I'm going to add things like colour and embossing and things to these. But Gemma said that the best result, because the plain resin is quite shiny, quite smooth and shiny, so things like very water-based things are just going to, it might take some, but it would also maybe kind of slide off or only take in parts. If you want like a really smooth finish, like Gemma's managed to get here with her acrylic, she said the best results, whatever you're using, whatever paints, whatever pens, whatever embossing, whatever, she said it's best to prime them. So this is new to me, because if I want to make something, I just kind of slap it all on and hope for the best. But I followed Gemma's instructions. So she suggested gesso, which I've got some on the way right this second. So it's on the website and it'll be delivered to me in the morning, ready to ship out if you need any. What I've done, and let's show you the process. So I've sanded and primed, because I didn't have any gesso, I've primed these ones with white acrylic paint. So when I say sand and prime sounds quite scary to me. It sounds like very DIY-y. It sounds, sorry, go on.
Gemma says distress inks and sprays look really nice if you're going for a distressed grungy look.
Lovely.
Chalk paints and acrylic give a nice solid coverage.
Lovely. So I guess what we're saying there is play around with what you've got. See what kind of effects you like. Gemma, you said they're washable, so I'm assuming anything that's heat set can't be removed. But when you say they're washable, does that mean if you've made a mistake you could, or water-based things, you could wipe them off? Sorry, I'm just bombarding her with messages here. So just by running over that bit of sandpaper, this is from my little mouse thing, but what I'm doing is I'm creating some texture on there. So it's not as smooth and shiny, and when I add my acrylic paint, it's not going to slide off. Basically, Gemma told me that you can get away without it, but if you really want it to last and look its best, then it's worth spending these extra few seconds priming. So next, as I say, I did just a little bit of white acrylic because I didn't have any gesso and I thought it was better than nothing. And I've done light layers. I've done 2 layers. And again, it's just something for whatever you're putting on top to then really stick to. Oh dear, you hear him whining.
The dog, not mine.
No, you're just yawning.
Yes, Dad.
Keeping you up.
No, dear.
Oh dear. Oh, yes, you can't eat these. Please don't.
Come here, boy. Puss.
Don't want another emergency trip to the vet because you've eaten something that you shouldn't have done. So, and then I'll just put those aside to dry, or you can dry them with your heat tool. But as I say, I've done these ones ahead of time, so these are ready to go. So what I really want to do, first of all, is make a Christmas card, because that's something that I promised you that I would do last week. So let's make a couple of different Christmas cards with the big ones and have these as kind of take-off gifts, if you like. So, and I want to try and do different things with each one to get different effects. So, yeah, let's heat emboss this. So I've got my heat embossing pad and I'm going to have a go at and I'm kind of playing here a little bit myself because, as I say, I am no expert in this kind of stuff, but I'm trying to think about how I would do this if it was a die cut or something. So I've pressed in and hopefully it will still pick up all that shape. See?
Yeah, Gemma says, not washable as such, but what she means is before everything dries and sets, you can easily wipe them back and start again, unless you do use something like a wax or heat embossing. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. So if you make a bit of a mistake and you haven't quite finished and it hasn't all dried and set, great. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to emboss this in this purple glitter. I'm just wondering whether I should do, I'm going to go underneath just to get rid of any white. I'm going to go with a silver because I don't want any white to show. Underneath that purple. So let's set that one. And because these, you really do need to cover the whole thing, I have got my tweezers today. I'm terrible for this and not picking things up and using the heat gun with my fingers. But I am going with the tweezers today. I'm trying to do this with my left hand. Oh no! Should really not do this with my left hand. Horse, please. Sorry guys. I'll do it with my right hand and actually be able to pick it up this time. Are you going to be a good boy now? He's backing his tail now. So I said good boy. Right, let's bring my heat tool that side and pick up. That's it. Just need to keep my fingers away from the heat. Awesome. So already that's starting to look like a kind of metal embellishment rather than a resin. So of course I want this to be able to hang on the tree, so I need to do the back and I need to do the sides as well. So I'm going to go in and do that. Did you have a question, Dean? You look like you were itching to say something.
No. Avidly watching there.
Avidly, wow. Almost like he was impressed there.
I am. It's really good.
It looks like actual melt, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
So we're going to put glitter on this, but it doesn't mean that you couldn't leave it as metallic. So it's kind of showing you two ways in one. Leanne's going, I'm going to heat emboss my stars. Yes. So I don't know if you saw Leanne's gorgeous card as well. Gemma's been sharing loads all day of different ones. But yeah, there's so many fun things. If you've got a pot of crazy coloured or glittered embossing powders that you don't use very often, these are the kind of things that you could get it out on. Stop winding up the dog.
What?
He's such like a naughty child. Right, so there's the back. And then I'm just going to check the sides. It has picked up a little bit as I've kind of pressed it in. But then I've got two different ways I can pick to choose to get at the bottom. Karen, yes, hopefully if I've either got any left from tonight or if Gemma can get me any more before the 27th, which is, God, it's only a week and a bit away, isn't it? Just under 2 weeks, is that right?
Where are we on the 27th, Claire?
At the Motorcycle Museum. Sorry, yes, I'm assuming everybody knows. So, yeah, back to what I was doing. I'm using a Distress Embossing Dabber, or you can use, if you've got this kind of liquidy style, this is the Wow one, or some of you might have my old Thirsty Brush one. This one comes with a brush, but you can kind of go in there if there's any little bits that you've missed then, or the little edge bits. Really easy to get. Stop winding up the dog. People can hear him, you know, like heavy breathing.
Tell him.
So let's try and get as many of those edge bits as we can. I mean, you could spend a long time trying to get it absolutely perfect, but just showing you the idea of what you can do to get every last tiny little bit covered.
Could you roll it in?
I suppose you could, yeah.
Oh no, that's good.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get that little awkward bit right underneath that hook without dropping it. There we go. Got it. Where's my pot? Okay, so I think I'm all heat set in the silver, which I think just looks blooming amazing as it is, doesn't it? And you could go in with different layers and make it really thick if you wanted. Oh, we've got Naked HD coming up on the comments. Would you block that person for me?
Certainly.
Yeah, so that you could absolutely have it like that, but I'm going to see what it looks like now if we add some glitter as well. So I've got this. I don't think I've got this one on the website yet, this purple. I've had it for ages. I think I wanted to use it for like Halloween-y kind of things, and then I've just never used it. So I'm going in as I did before with the front. Press, press, press. So this card that this is going to go on is going to be kind of like jewel type colours. So I thought this purple went really well with that. Spoil sport. What, did you want the Naked HD? It's not that kind of video, is it? So let's heat set that. Oh yeah, this is looking good. Make sure it's not too hot before I pick it up. So I'm not going to go over the back and the sides with the purple, just for speed wise, so I can show you some different ones. But that is starting to look beautiful, and that would look amazing on a tree, wouldn't it? So let's see how we can add it to a card so it becomes a card and a gift. So I'm going to try and keep in touch with those kind of jewelly colours. I've got black card blank for a change. I've got some matte layers, and I've done some foiling with the teal fab foil and the Candy Stripes stamp. If you're not sure how to stamp and foil using your stamps, then do check out one of my earlier videos. I'm not going to go through it tonight just so we can focus on these, but check it out. There's instructions on how to do that. Let me grab some tape. And then I've also got some ribbon that I'm going to use on the hook. Did you say, Gemma, that you can snap off the hooks if you didn't want them? So if you just wanted it as an embellishment rather than on a card or a mixed media project without the ability to hang it somewhere. I've heard of naked chef, but not naked crafter. I will never be crafting naked, don't you worry about that. I would never put you through that. Nice one, Karen. Imagine where the glitter would get. Be like getting sand in your pants when you're on holiday. Next layer is green. So I was trying to think of those jewel colours, and it always makes me think of like a really deep blue, a deep green, purple, and then like a fuchsia pink. So this ribbon was actually cream, and it was just from a gift bag, an old gift bag that somebody gave me, and I like to either reuse them or cut them up and use them in my crafting. So what I did was, first of all, I ironed it with my hair straighteners because it was all like crumpled and knotted up and everything. And then I ran over an ink-based dye pad, literally just either side, and it's literally dyed it to the colour I want. So don't think that just because you don't have in your house the things that you wouldn't need for a project. Horse, your whining is driving me crazy.
Gemma says the hooks, yeah, they can be removed very easily with either a pair of clippers or a knife.
Oh, lovely. And then I guess you could just go over, if there is any little bits you could go over with your sandpaper, couldn't you, and just kind of file everything down. So this is the layer with the foiling on. And I thought it would give it a really nice background, that teal on the blue. So this is colourful for me as well. I'm going all out tonight with colour and mixed media and all sorts of different things. So that's my card. So let's put the ribbon on. And I want to tie this in a bow. This isn't going to be what attaches it to the tree. I'm just going to do this with a standard bow just to make it look extra pretty. I'm not very good at doing straight bows. You know, some people can just do them. That's not too bad. Snip that, and then I would seal it the end with some nail varnish or glue or something like that, just to stop it fraying. So that's the embellishment. And then just to attach it to my card, I just need some string. Now, I had a big sort out yesterday and I don't know where I've got my string. got to be somewhere. I think maybe. Excuse me 1 second. Yes, pause. Haha. So if you've got some nice pretty string that would go with the colours here, then great. So how much do I need for it to hang on a tree? Maybe like that. So just pop it through the back. I'm going to keep this covered as much as I can with that lovely ribbon. And I'm just going to pop a knot in that. Now, if this was kind of staying on the card as just a card embellishment and not being taken off as a tree decoration, I would have tucked all this in between the layers here. But because this has been given as a gift that they can use, what I would do is just fold it over the top there and then just affix that with a little bit of washi tape or something, or low tack tape in the back. So let's pick something darkish that will go. Make sure we get it straight. And then the last thing that I would add to that, which unfortunately I forgot to do before we came on, but let me just grab the die just to show you. I swear this pot I keep all of our stamps and dies in is getting bigger and bigger now the more releases we're doing. Dies, yeah. So I would just add on in a coordinating colour, cut out just the Merry Christmas, probably without the matten layer on that. And I'll probably just do that underneath. But you could adapt this to your kind of clean and simple colours, your whites. I did a white foiling earlier, which is just a really, really subtle kind of white and white look. And then you could have, I'm going to do some glitter on this rather than heat embossing the next one. So you could do that as glitter. I also thought these would look great with a monogram on if you've got the alphabet stamps. So then the decorations could be really personalised to the recipient, which I thought would be a really lovely gift and card in one, and just something really unique. I don't know about you, but I've never had a card like that, and I think that would be really lovely to get out year and year for my tree as well. So I hope you enjoyed that one. Let's have a look now at doing some glitter on here. So I kind of want to paint on it with kind of glue. Let's do, ooh, I've got a fancy glue I can use. So a dry as clear glue would be great, but I've also got one that's got a bit of kind of pearly in it, if I can find it. Yeah, this has got pearl PVA glue. Sounds nice, doesn't it? So I'm going to go straight in. You'll notice the brushes on the website, there's 2 different sets. So depending on what you're going to use, make sure the blue brushes are the watercolour ones and the orangey kind of yellowy colour, they're the ones for like your acrylic and things like that, because they're a little bit more stiff, and it does make a difference. Even though I'm sat here using a watercolour brush, don't do as I say, not as I do. So that's just a layer of glue on there. Let's get my paper out to catch it again, and I'm going in with this amazing new glitter I've just got in. Look at that, all the little bits. It's like holographic, it's like sprinkles, it's got white bits and all sorts on it. So obviously that doesn't need heat setting, that's literally just glue, and I'll do the back as well now. But just bear in mind that anything with loose glitter, you do get some shedding. If you wanted something a bit more sturdy, if you like, use a glittery type heat embossing. I've just not seen one that is like that, so I thought I'd try it with the loose glitter. And plus, can you imagine that glitter on your cards, like on Christmas trees and things like that? I nearly put my brush in the sprinkles thing. Still awake, Dean?
Yes, Dad.
Toby's getting the dinner on as well in a minute, isn't it?
Hope so.
We're very lucky, aren't we?
Oh.
So let's do the back. That would make, if you prefer the kind of white and silvery kind of look for your decorations, but it's just endless, isn't it? It just depends on what you have your theme. This is where Dean laughs, because every year the decorations in our house have to have a theme. I don't know whether you do this as well. He's like looking at me like, what? I don't understand what on earth you're talking about. So we have our boxes of decorations, and I've got various different baubles and things like that. Obviously the tree stays the same, although ours broke last year, so we had to order a new one the other day. So this year, my theme, I'm calling it Snow in the City. It just looks at me like I'm absolutely insane. I'm just going ahead here and putting on a cream and go on this one. Ah, dear. Yeah, so I like white with a little bit of rustic and silver, but I also like luxe silvery things and glittery things and that as well. So I think, you know, it's a little bit more city and it's a little bit more edgy than just super countrified. I think I'm absolutely crazy. But everything has to go then. The wrapping papers, the cards, the gift bags, absolutely everything. And I pick out the baubles that I want on the tree. And if anybody wants anything else that doesn't go with the theme, God help them. So yeah, we've had heritage. What else have we had? Nordic.
I didn't even know you did this.
Gosh, you do. We have this conversation every year.
Oh, no.
And you think I'm mad every year.
Green and red, like Home Alone.
Yeah, that's a full title. You're right, Gemma. So yeah, these colours would go on the lots of white on my tree, lots of cream, bit of silver and a bit of holographic. So that would be my one this year. But like I say, the initials would be fabulous. Anyway, let's move on. Horse, please stop moaning. Right, so I'm going to make a little card now with one of the small ones, and this card is inspired by Leanne, that one that she posted earlier on with the little moon and the clouds. So I've got my star mask somewhere. I've got a piece of card that's just a bit smaller than my card blank. Got my star mask, and then I'm going to kind of double stencil, if you like. So through that, I'm going to use the edge of the clouds. I don't know about you, but don't you find that just the most useful little stencil you've ever had? I just can't stop using it. So I've got Faded Jeans Distress ink, and somewhere I've got a little sponge doorbell. Don't know what I've done with it. Let's get another one. Okay, so I just want some kind of like nighttime clouds, like Leanne did. So I'm just going in really lightly, barely any ink. Up a bit and over a bit. And if you keep moving it round, each lot of clouds starts to look different. And you can flip it over as well and they'll be reversed. It's a really simple, quick little background. And then in that star shape, I thought goes really nicely with this moon. Do you know what I forgot to do tonight? I've got no sentiments ready. How stupid. So let's decide what to do with this one. Let's paint it with some acrylic. But I'm going to use a gold one. So I'm going to use a tiny, tiny brush. I'm just going to go in with a couple of layers. Let's see if we can get that a bit closer for you. This has got like a pearliness to it. Let's get those little tweezers out again so I can hold it still. And these little brushes can get in all those lovely little nooks and crannies. So what I'd love to know is when you've got these and you're playing around with them, is that I'd love to know what you decided to use on them and how that worked out. And see some pictures and stuff, because I think there's so many possibilities. This is really handy having these tweezers to kind of turn it around. Hi Valerie. Or Val. Your tree doesn't go up till December, Karen. Yes, well, that would happen if Dean had his way. But we haven't got much room at the moment since I started permanently working from home again. So I've kind of cleared the space where the tree's going to go, and it's coming tomorrow. So if the only place in the house is where it's going to go up, then I might as well just put it up. Oh, no. So I'm just going to let that dry a little bit, and oh, that's nice. Just horse making a sick noise. Just let that dry for a few seconds while I put this on my card blank, and then I can go in with another layer. But it's starting to look really beautiful and pearly already. And you're going to have to just pretend that I've put a sentiment on this card, because clearly I haven't done any today. So for me, the sentiment that Leanne used was absolutely perfect. So love you to the moon and back from the stamp set of the same name would be absolutely spot on. Some nice little sequins as well. And I'm just trying really hard for you to whatever we offer, and then, you know, I'm sure Gemma thinks the same as well, that things kind of complement each other. And you can really kind of cross, I don't like cross-pollinate. What's the best word where you can use things all intermingle together and everything goes together between. You're good with words. He's looking at me like I'm absolutely bonkers. Like I have no idea what he's doing.
Mix and match.
Yeah, I was hoping something a little more highbrow from you.
You're asking the wrong person. Karen says coordinate.
Coordinate, yeah. Complement as well. They complement each other. So, you know, they are different products in their own right, but they, yeah, complement I like. And the kind of ideas start flowing then, I think. Because you think, oh, that would go nice with that, and I could play well with that. I'm just going to run the heat tool over that. Oh, man. It's all right, I'll pick it up. Okie dokie. Get some little sequins as well, because I can't do anything these days without using some of these little babies. I wonder if actually to make that little star on the top pop out even more. Just thinking like an alcohol marker. Or, ooh, gold sharpie, silver sharpie. Should we try that? That's technically an alcohol marker. Let's see if the gold comes out any more than the normal.
Kerry wins the theme this year.
Oh yeah, what's she got?
No tray.
I know. Oh yeah, I forgot about that from the other day. We had a conversation because she's going away, so we kind of reluctantly agreed that yeah, okay, she can get away with that. I said I would put some extra things on my tree. In fact, I'm going to show you. It's nothing to do with craft, but can I show you my? You know, I love a bit of B&M, guys. How amazing are these? Told you I was going all creamy, silvery magnolias, and then they clip on your tree. Again, Dean's looking at me like, what? Yeah, we had some last year with some greyish ones, I think.
But you put a flower on a tree. Flowers don't grow on trees.
Are you crazy? There's lots of flowers that grow on trees.
No, but not
magnolia
like
is a tree.
But like that on a Christmas tree.
No, it doesn't grow on a fir tree. Fair enough. God, artistic license, right? So, when you're gluing these items, these resin items, let's get back to why we're really here, which is Gemma's beautiful embellishments.
Yes.
It's kind of up to you what you glue them on with. You're going to need something fairly sticky, so a sticky PVA, but not a kind of school PVA. Or you could do, if you want to be able to take it off so you can recycle the card or reuse the embellishments, you could try those kind of removable dots. I have no idea where to get them from, but I thought they sounded like a good idea. So I'm just mixing in now with some little spots for our sequins. So what have we done so far? We've done acrylic painting, I've used pen, I've heat embossed, I've glittered. Gemma's told us that you can use sprays and distress inks and chalky paints and things like that. I think literally the options are endless, and they really, really elevate your cards and take them to a completely different level. So again, you have to pretend that there's a sentiment on there. So I hope you like that. Let me try and get that in focus. My focus isn't working very well. Best sequins ever. Oh, thanks, Margaret. They are, aren't they? I'm really happy with them. Bye, Steph. So, yeah, let's have a look at our couple of bits that we've made. Oh, look at that. And it's 2 minutes to 7. What a perfect timing to finish. So don't forget the moons, the small, medium, and then the big embellishments, which are the ones with the hanger. Sorry, don't.
No, just to say, just how good the price are on the website. That's all I was trying to say.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to read the price out or not?
No, they'll be on the website. Has anyone paid any delivery yet? Because I completely forgot to mention at the start that I've done a free delivery code.
There has been a couple, some orders have come in.
So if you've placed an order and normally you spend over £30 on our website, clairemanningcreative.co.uk, and you get free delivery in the UK if you spend over 30. If you spent less than that tonight and paid delivery, I will refund it you because I've done a free delivery code and it's my fault for not shouting it out at the start. So it's free Del UK. Let me pop it in the comments for you. All in caps. FREEDEL UK. So if you did just want like one pack or something, I know then paying $2.99 for delivery might put you off. So I thought I'll do you free delivery because as well, you might have ordered stuff last week. So I apologise for not remembering that and stating that at the start for you, but I completely forgot. And if you paid delivery, don't worry, I'll sort that out in the morning when I start packing your orders. So isn't Gemma just amazing for even making these kind of things? They're just so unique. I would never have thought that I would be able to create something from that. So I'm really, really proud of myself too. Gemma is the absolute expert. So if you do have any questions, pop them on the CM Creatives group and I'm sure she will get round to answering them for you. This is amazing with the acrylic and then stamping over the top. So they are sturdy, but I think even if you wanted to stamp in your tool, I'm pretty sure that they would still fit in your tool and be able to fold that over and just have a play. It's something different, something new, and I really, really enjoyed it myself as well. And this one with those fab sprinkles is definitely going on my tree, and I'm definitely going to try the initials, I think. When will you get gold sequins? They're on order. I don't know whether now they will come before Christmas. Basically everything, they don't come from this country. They're one of the things that you just cannot seem to get made over here. And then with Christmas deliveries, and then there'll be Chinese New Year in January, Feb. I don't know whether they will arrive before Christmas. But we'll see. As soon as they land on the doorstep, I will pop them on the website for you, no problem. I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Give Gemma a big congratulations, and I will see you next Monday. And we'll do some more Christmas. I'm going to do next week, get the stamps out, do some more Christmas cards, different ones, and I'm going to do some stamping on some wrapping paper as well. So have a great evening, take care and stay safe.